I remember not too long ago, I was just a lonely person with a lonely heart. Yeah, yeah. And I was hoping there could one day be a chance for me to get the love that I've been missing. Sometimes love takes a long time, but wait for love and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, oh my. What's up, y'all? This is Todd. That song has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with tonight's episode or this video. It has nothing to do with tonight's episode of Greenleaf in this video, because y'all know this is my review of season 4, episode 9 of Greenleaf. But that song was in my head. I kept hearing that song. The song, I think I heard it earlier today, and I like Luther Vandross, so the song was in my head. So it popped up in my head. I'm trying to do a video, and I keep hearing this song. So I said, let me just let a little bit of it out. Wait for love. But that's enough of that. Enough of messing up Luther's song. Let me get right into it. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. How you doing? How my fellow Greenleafers doing? Shout outs to all of you. Thank you for watching these videos and commenting below, letting me know how you feel about this show. I fell in love with this show this season. I'm really enjoying this show, and I'm enjoying the comments. I think your comments are funny, and we agree on a lot of things. So thank you for that. So let me get right into it. Tonight's episode starts off with Grace, Grace, Judy, and Connie trying to persuade the deacons to let them have a 50% on the board, get 50-50 people on the board, because Harmony and Hope has taken over this church, but they want to bring board members in, so they can really have it split down the middle, with decision making and things like that. So we see them trying to persuade Clara Jackson on to why they need to go ahead. She needs to vote, and vote these people in. Of course, Lady Mae, the bishop, and Grace, they're not really feeling this. They don't want this to take place. They don't want this to happen. But that Grace is playing, she has to play like she's really on Judy and Whitmore and Bob Whitmore's side, when we know that she really isn't. So, Lady Mae asks what's going on. She calls Grace to find out what's going on. And Grace says, it looks like they're persuading her. She may vote in that way. And she's like, well, we have to stop these votes. We got to get these people. We can't let them take control. So she mentions to Grace that Bishop is going to speak to Connie. And she said, I told him to speak to Connie. And she told him, speak to Connie, but don't do no blackmailing. Don't do none of that stuff. Don't do that dirty stuff. But y'all we know what he did. But before we get to, we might as well get right to it. But we know when Bishop went to Connie, he tried to talk nice to her, but Connie wasn't trying to hear it. Connie is like, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all are done. Y'all are over with. So he had to let Connie know, oh, okay, really, Connie, I know that you got paid off. And if you let these votes go the way they're gonna go, if you let it go where they get a 50-50, I'm gonna tell the congregation how you took a check. Oh yes, you did. You took a check on April 2nd. Then you gave it to your daughter. I guess when the smoke clear, your daughter's gonna give it back to you, put it in your name. Connie was looking shook. I was like, wow, all this blackmail. She's looking shook. And speaking of blackmail, we got another person doing people dirty. It's that no good Phil, whom I do not like at all. He comes into Grace's office and he lets her know, you're going to resign. He says he has proof that she lied to protect her son and keep her little jailbird criminal son out of jail. And he said, you're going to resign or I'm going to reveal all of this. And we know where he got his information from. He got his information from Grace's own sister, the very pathetic Charity, the desperate and pathetic Charity. The Charity case, Charity. So, anyway, I was just so disgusted like that. I'm like, what are these church people doing with all this blackmail? See, this is why people always say they don't like us church folks, because of people like him. What you doing in the church blackmailing somebody in the church? That ain't of God. What is wrong with you, Phil? What is wrong with you? Then he had the nerve when he walked away to say, God is good. Really, dude? Come on. See, this is why I don't like him. And this is why I think he's using Charity. That really pissed me off. Truly, really, really pissed me off. So Grace, she goes to Charity and she asks Charity, she says, what did you tell him? See, this is another thing I don't like. I don't like a liar. So here's Charity looking her sister in the face and says, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. I don't tell anything. Now, come on. We know that's your man. We know that's your little lover. You think we stupid? You think Grace is stupid? You think she doesn't know that you're actually telling him things? And she knows you told him, but she won't tell her what it is that he actually knows. And Grace lets her know, I don't know what you think this is going to get for you. You're not going to get anywhere with this. And Charity had the nerve to say to her, you brought all of this on yourself. You brought this on yourself. You shouldn't have lied for him, XYZ. I said, see, Charity, you think you slick. Ain't no good going to come out of this. You're not going to get any further. You're not going to get any further. Charity's not going to get any further. Stick to the music ministry because that's where you're going to be. That's where you're going to be. You're not going to get head pastor, co-pastor, none of that. You're not getting that. That's not where your strength lies, Charity. And I still don't believe that this Phil dude is that into you. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't think he's really into her. So, what did we... Okay. Right. So now let's talk about... Look, I'm rambling, y'all. I know I'm tired. Had a long day. Let's talk about Clarissa being desperate and sneaking around. She goes to Jacob and she wants him to ask Lady Mae about who she's going to leave this house to. And he says that he thinks it's rude. And, he doesn't want anything to do with it. And he tells her pretty much, you want to know? You need to ask Lady Mae yourself. Now, we know Clarissa and Lady Mae are not on good terms at all. But Clarissa wants to know because Clarissa wants to get out of this house. She wants to find out who's going to get the house so that she can sell her and Jacob's share so she can have this money to get out of there. She doesn't want to be in there. She doesn't want to be a part of this. She's so desperate. She even goes to Grace and tells Grace, and she says to Grace, listen, I figured, we'd probably get, before she went to Grace, let me go back a little bit. She goes to Lady Mae and she asks Lady Mae, and her and Lady Mae have an interesting conversation. And Lady Mae lets her know, you fishing around and asking all these questions. That's why I had to move my stuff out of the safe because I know what you were up to. And she said, well, you slapped me. So they don't have a good relationship at all. But she told her, who you think it's going to go to? It's going to go to Jacob, Grace, and Charity evenly. So then that's when Clarissa went to Grace and was like, listen, Grace, can you buy us out? Give us the money. She said, I figured it'd be like $1 million, but she said, you know what? I'll take $250,000. I said, damn, she really wants to get out of there. She really wants to get away. She does not want anything to do with it. I'm like, damn, she's really desperate here. So it's looking like she's going to have that deal with Grace. Meanwhile, her husband, Jacob, has gone back to Dante. And, in last week's episode, he was trying to persuade Dante into purchasing the school, which would help, purchasing his wife's school and helping that out, helping that situation out. And what that would do, that would be a good look for Dante. Last week, Dante was offended. He felt like everybody's in his pocket. This week, he's having a change of heart. And so this week, he's like, you know what? I will do it. And he gives Jacob a check. He's like, take this check, for excellence prep. Take the check. take it. And, Jacob's like, I can't take it. And I'm like, you better take it. I'm saying to myself, I wish somebody would hand me a check. Come on. I'm serious. I wish somebody would hand me a check. I could use a check. Listen, my Cash App is down below, y'all. So y'all like how I did that, right? Well played. No, but seriously, Jacob was acting like, oh, I can't take this, but he took it. We all could use a little extra check. We all could use it. He took the check. So it now looks like Jacob and Dante are back on good terms. And Dante said to him, I want you to set up a conference with me and your wife. This will be a good look. And this could perhaps get Dante off of the bench. Now, while I'm on Dante, let me discuss this whole mess with Dante, Nikki, and the two cousins, Sophia and I forgot, is it Zora? I don't like this at all. Very tacky. Grace's daughter is, I guess now she's seeing Dante. But what I didn't like, he broke up with Nikki. Nikki's now cool with the other girl. And they're talking about the situation, about this new club that he's opening. And at the opening of the club, and, she's like, oh, no, I don't think I'm going to go. Then she ends up going. She ends up going, and they find her there in Dante's face. And I'm like, that's tacky. Yeah, you don't know the girl. But come on. That's your cousin's friend. And I don't know. I don't like that storyline. But you know what? I guess they got to have something for the teens to do. And, I don't really like that storyline. I don't like it at all. And, we know that she's not going back to college. Grace's daughter is not going to go back away. She's going to stay because she is afraid for Grace. And she tells Grace, she even says to Grace, she calls AJ and she's like, please come back. I know you're upset about things. I know you're upset about my mother. But she could get in a lot of trouble. And if she gets in trouble, I'll lose my mother. And I don't want to lose my mother. I need my mother. And that's when she says she's going to stay. But yeah, nice scene. But all that with her messing with Dante, I'm not feeling all that. I don't like all that. I don't think that's cool. Let's see. Let's talk about Judy. Judy's on a rampage. Judy Whitmore. She's on a rampage in this episode. She's stirring up a lot of things. You see her picking with the secretary, harassing her about getting some report printed out. And then when the girl tells her, Corinne tells her, basically, oh, I was working on those Amy Grant tickets. She's just real condescending and real nasty. Judy in this episode, I was really annoyed with her in this episode. We see her harassing the secretary and being rude. Then we see her picking with Phil because, Judy and Phil used to mess around. And she's like, oh, so you're really into this charity girl, huh? And she's like, just like you were into me. And then he tells her that they're pretty much similar. They come from powerful families with a powerful father and they feel unappreciated. I said, oh, here we go again with these charity cases. So Judy, you're a charity case too? You feel like you're not appreciated like Charity does? So she tells Phil that she wants him to set up a dinner. And she's so passive aggressive. Like she's like, set up a dinner. And he sets up a dinner. And she's just throwing little daggers. And she says some little statement that makes a red flag in Charity's ear. So now you have Charity, Phil, and Judy at dinner together. Now, Phil has already messed with Judy. Now he's so-called in love with Charity, which I'm still not buying it. And Judy ain't buying it. Judy's not liking this mess either. So she's throwing little jabs and she's like saying stuff, and she says something. I forgot what she said, but y'all can tell me back below. But she's throwing little jabs and she made something that would allude to that there was a past relationship. So Charity, who I'm on her side in this instance, is like, what did you mean by that? Somebody better tell me something. And then Judy's playing this little game. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, I thought you knew. And she's like, knew what? Now, see, don't do that. See, Phil, I would not have ever had my ex and my current girlfriend at dinner with each other. That wouldn't have flew. That wouldn't have flew. But I guess you scared of Judy because she's Whitmore's daughter. I don't know. But that was a funny scene, and it's like, Charity was upset by that, but he's showing his loyalty to her, and he gave her the keys to his apartment. Ooh, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. I'm like, wasn't feeling that. Wasn't feeling that at all. Let's get on back to Clarissa and Jacob. So now Jacob has money from Dante, and because he has this money from Dante, he's all happy. He has some good news, and I'm assuming that Clarissa has good news that she's going to get that money from Grace. I don't know. So we see them getting it on. When couples are happy, they got that money, things are working out. He lost his job, 2 jobs, and now he's got this money. He's back in good graces with Dante. So I think that is going to help. That's helping his marriage right now. Him and Clarissa, they doing the nasty. They having a good time. Okay, let's go on back to Connie. Connie is shook now. Connie is shook because the bishop is blackmailing her. Here we go with these church folk blackmailing people. What's wrong with these people? Everybody black. It's a lot of blackmail. He told her, like I said earlier, he told her, I'm going to tell it all about you taking that check. Y'all better not let these people get on the board evenly like this. You better make sure this vote doesn't go the way that they want it to go. We can't have harmony and hope with this 50-50 thing. So Connie runs to Phil and to what's her name? To Judy, and tells her, she says, listen, we gotta change this. We can't do that right now because they know about, the check. They know about it. And Judy's like, they're going to blackmail you? She's like, wow. She's like, so what can we do? What can we do? And she's like, blackmail? And she looks over at Phil. And I'm like, what's she looking at him for? He's blackmailing Grace. So they come up with this 60-40 split thing. And Lady Mae finds out what the bishop has done, and she is pissed because she said, this is not the way, this is not how this is supposed to go. What is wrong with you? We're supposed to do this the way God wants it to be done, not this whole blackmail stuff. That's not right. It's not of God. It's not of God. We got to be holy. We got to be righteous, and this is not the way. This is not how we do these things. This is not how we're going to go. This is not how this should go. This news of blackmail has Judy pissed off. So she storms in there, fires Corinne, because she figured out that Corinne is the one who told the bishop. She fires Corinne, goes over to Grace and tells Grace, whose side are you on? And Grace is like, what are you talking about? Whose side am I on about what? What are you talking about? What exactly are you talking about? She says nothing, whatever. So now Grace goes home. She's telling Lady Mae and she's telling the bishop that she's being blackmailed by Phil. And she doesn't know exactly what he knows about the whole AJ situation, but she knows it has to be something that Charity told him. And, they're pissed off. And the bishop is like, I'll kill him. And she's like, what about Charity? And so he's like, I'll kill him. And Lady Mae's solution is, listen, get up there and tell your truth. Speak your truth. But the bishop says, do what's best for your son. But Lady Mae said, no, do what's best for your soul. Lady Mae is like, we letting God handle all of this. And Lady Mae turned to Bishop and said, you see what I mean? You did that blackmailing thing and it's coming full circle and it came back and now Grace is being blackmailed. This is why I told you we got to do everything of God and for God. This is not the way. This is not how these things are supposed to be going. you shouldn't have did this, Bishop. You shouldn't have did it like that. But she told Grace, you tell your truth, set yourself free. And if AJ is guilty, which she does think he's guilty, he needs to tell his truth too, because we only on earth temporarily. We're trying to get up to heaven. And we gotta get right. We gotta be right. So we gotta be honest. So I think you should tell your truth. You tell that congregation. No way they would turn on you. No way you would go to jail or anything. You tell them about a mother. And I'm like, I don't know. That's a bit of a scandal. I don't know if she should do all that. I really don't know. So anyway, Grace does her sermon. She starts her sermon, and in walks AJ. And she pauses. And it ends with Grace telling us that she's resigning. And that's not what I was expecting. I thought she was going to, but maybe that would have been corny too, but I thought when she saw AJ, she was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is my son, and, you know, I have sinned. I thought she was going to do that, but no, that's not what she does. She actually resigns. And that's where the show left off. We got one more episode, I believe, next week. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. This has been a really good season. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Please tell me your thoughts. Please like, comment, subscribe, my Greenleafers. Tell me what you felt about tonight's episode. If there's anything I left out, please feel free to mention it in the comments below, because a brother had a long day. I'm a little tired. I'm rambling a little bit. But hey, that's it. But that's it for now. Thank you for stopping by. Please check out my other videos. Oh, and is anybody in here watching The Godfather of Harlem, which stars Forrest Whitaker, and it's about the life of Bumpy Johnson? That's a good show. I'm going to start reviewing that. Let me know if you guys are watching that. That's a really good show. Anyway, that's it for now. Gotta go. Be blessed. Love you.